we are going to see about capital budgeting. Before enter into the topic, we must know what is capital budgeting. It is essential for each and every business units to evaluate their project proposals. Not only for project proposals, but in the selection of machinery or conductment of machinery. For anyone, the capital budgeting technique is useful. And capital budgeting technique meaning. Capital budgeting is a process which is used by the businessman to evaluate their major potential investment or project, because capital budgeting involves huge amount of money. So, the decisions taken by the businessman are not irreversible in nature. So, the amount invested in the business must yield a profit, that is adequate and sufficient amount of return. For that purpose, the businessman evaluate their project. The capital budgeting is defined as the process which is helpful to the businessman to purchase a fixed assets or not, or invest money in a particular project or not. Objectives of capital budgeting. There are three objectives of capital budgeting. First one is choosing a most profitable investment. Next one is choosing a right source of fund. Last one is controlling the capital expenditure. And capital budgeting process. The process involves 5 steps. First one, identification of investment opportunities. And second one is evaluation of investment opportunities. That is the pros and cons of investment proposals. Choosing the best one. And fourth one is absorption of capital budgeting techniques. Last one is performance review. Performance review reveals whether we are taking a correct decision or not. Let us see about an important concept, capital budgeting techniques. Capital budgeting techniques, it is divided into 2. First one is traditional methods. Second one is discounting methods. Traditional methods, it is again classified into 2. First one is payback period method. Next one is average rate of return method. These 2 methods come under traditional methods. Discounting method involves net present value method, present value index method, and internal rate of return method. In this section, we are going to see about payback period. Okay, let us see about what is payback period. It is a period required to recoup the initial investment. That is the time period taken to recover our initial investment. There are 2 methods available for computation of payback period. First one is formula method. Next one is cumulative method. What is formula? That is, one formula is used to compute payback period. The formula is initial investment divided by annual cash inflow. I have one doubt. When will I use formula or when will I use cumulative method? Yes, when annual cash inflows are equal, otherwise cash inflows are uniform, we can use formula method. Let us see one problem. The project required an initial investment of rupees 15 lakh. It will yield a cash inflow of rupees 3 lakh for 8 years. Compute payback period. So, the cost of the project is 15 lakh. If we invest 15 lakhs in the project, it will yield a return of rupees 3 lakh for 8 years. So, our payback period method is initial investment 15 lakhs, annual cash inflow 3 lakhs. We apply it in a formula. The payback period is 5 years. So, at the end of 5th year, we will recover our initial investment of 15 lakh. When uniform cash inflows are available, we can adopt this method. And next one, when the initial, that is cash inflows, are not uniform. In the first year one amount, second year one amount, third year is different amount. At that time we can use cumulative method. Next one, the project required a initial investment of rupees 10,000. It will yield a annual cash inflow of rupees 2,000, rupees 3,000, rupees 4,000 and rupees 2,000 for first, second, third and fourth years. compute payback period. In the sum, an additional point is given, that is the cutoff point for the project is 4 years. So within 4 years we can recoup our money. Suggest, is it advisable to choose the project? I know the uniform cash inflows are not given, so the cash inflows are different. I adopt cumulative method. So I prepare one table. It consists of 3 columns: year, cash inflow, cumulative cash inflow. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, and cash inflows rupees 2000, 3000, 4000, 2000, and cumulative first year 2000, in the second year 2000 plus 3000 is equal to 5000, 5000 plus 4000 is equal to 9000, 9000 plus 2000 is equal to 11,000. I compute cumulative cash inflow. At that time, I see the cumulative cash inflow. My initial investment is 10,000, but 10,000 is not available in the cumulative column. So I search. In the third year 9,000 is there. In the fourth year 11,000 is there. So below 11,000, that is 9,000. So in the third year I can recoup a major part of the amount. So I take 3 years. And there is a difference between initial investment and third year cumulative cash inflow. That is 10,000 minus 9,000. The remaining amount will be taken up from the fourth year cash inflow. So I write 3 years plus 10,000. That is my initial investment is 10,000. Up to 3 years I recover 9,000. So remaining amount is not recovered. That amount is taken up from the fourth year cash inflow. So 3 years plus 1000 divided by 2000 is equal to 3 years plus half months. That is half months means in a year it consists of 12 months. So 12 into half means 6 months. So we can recoup our initial investment at the period of 3 years and 6 months. So I compute the cutoff point. So the cutoff point is 4 years. My answer is 3 years and 6 months. So within 4 years we have to recoup our initial investment. In this problem I can recoup my initial investment within a period of 3 years and 6 months. So the project is selected. It is known as cumulative method. It is a simple method to compute the period within which we can recoup our initial investment. Thank you.